Hello gamers, and as always, welcome to another episode of Vidja Game Hunting. This week we're going to go into my most recent pickups. I don't have a whole lot of stuff, but I'm guessing from the thumbnail you've realized by now that I finally got my hands on the NES Classic Edition. For those of you following me on Twitter, you'll know that this was kind of an ordeal. I ordered this about 2 a.m. the day that this launched through Best Buy's website. It was supposed to arrive by the 18th. On the day of the 18th, I got an email from them saying it was delayed until December 9th. And then 4 hours later, they sent me an email saying it had been shipped. And this thing actually arrived on my doorstep on a Sunday at about 11 a.m., which was shocking and a super pleasant surprise. So I'm really happy to finally have this. Now I'm going to talk about this a little bit. I know I'm late to the party on this, and everyone's had a rant, and everyone's discussed the situation and talked about the console, but I'm really disappointed with Nintendo and how they're handling this. I think the false scarcity that they're using to drive up hype is ridiculous. Yeah, everybody's talking about it, but at what cost? I mean, you've just, I guess, irritated a bunch of your diehard fans, and there's no reason for it. This thing, they've been marketing it for months. There had been production units, being shown off on various websites all over the internet. There's no reason that everyone who wanted one of these shouldn't have had one. And why are they allowing people to take it and scalp it on eBay and Amazon and make $150, $300, whatever they're making off of this thing, instead of just selling it to the people who want it and getting it in their hands? Like, nobody should have to pay those ridiculous scalper prices just to get their hands on one of these. So I know it's a typical Nintendo tactic, but really bullshit in this case. I'm not a fan of that. I think it's getting old. Nintendo, just produce enough stuff for people to get what they want. I mean, they love your products. Well, not the Wii U, but they really wanted this. Maybe you should have given it to them. Eventually this thing will be caught up in stores everywhere, and you'll be able to get your hands on one. So some of the things that people have been talking about it, aside from the shortage that have it, the complaint has been the controller cords being too short. They are a little short. I'm going to talk about another product. I picked this up through Best Buy. It's this controller extension cable from Insignia. It's a 6-foot controller extension cable. These things are $9.99, but it's got this little plastic clip thing that was kind of a Wii accessory clip, and it doesn't serve any purpose on here. And actually, this clip, because I bought 2 of these to plug in for both controllers, the clip gets in the way of the second controller port. So right out of the box, if you're going to use this thing, you have to remove that. I mean, it's just 2 screws, but who did research and development on this? This is a ridiculous mistake. Super annoyed with that. I mean, yeah, it was a quick fix, but I shouldn't have had to take a freaking product right out of the box, modify it just to enjoy it. That's insane. So fair warning, it's a simple fix to anyone who gets them, but this shouldn't even have been a problem. So that kind of solves that. The controller problem, you have 9 feet at that point almost. The other complaint people were having was that you had to press reset on the console. Well, that isn't really that big of a deal either, at least in my opinion, because if you've got a classic controller for the Wii, you can hook this baby up as your second controller, and the home button will actually bring you back to the home menu for the NES Classic Edition. And yeah, maybe if you're playing 2-player and you both want to use the new, old school NES controller, that's a problem. But for the most part, if you're playing by yourself, I just have this thing sitting on the couch next to me, and my NES Classic can be across the room. I press the menu, I'm back. So not a big deal. Overall, I'm really happy with this thing. Glad I finally got it, and I highly recommend it. I think it's a nice little system, portable. You can take it over to a friend's or whatever. And not that I needed it. I've got all the games on it, but still very happy. I think it's a good product for $60. Nintendo, just get them out there so people can buy them. It's ridiculous. So kind of coincidentally, the same day that arrived, the NES Classic, I went to the local pawn shop, and for $15 I found this At Games Sega Genesis system, and these sell all over, various versions. There's a new one out now. They retail for about $40. So 15, I didn't think this was bad. There's 40 games on here built in. And then, 40 actual licensed Sega games, and then 40 just, shovelware games that are not Genesis games, but they're on there. You can plug in actual Genesis controllers, which is important because the controllers that come with it are infrared. They're garbage. I'll never use these. And on top of that, you can also put actual Genesis cartridges in there. A lot of the complaints people have with these is the sound is off, and I can confirm that. The games don't sound quite right. They do play fairly faithfully though, so for that price, it's worth picking up. Some other pawn shop pickups. I got Sonic Chaos for the Sega Game Gear, and if I remember correctly, this is an exclusive to the Game Gear. I don't think this came out on any other system. It wasn't a port of anything else, so that's kind of cool. I think that was like $3, and these two Super Nintendo games are 99 cents each. That's Super Caesar's Palace. Not a whole lot to talk about here. Just your standard, casino game, I guess. And then the next one is Bassmasters Classic Pro Edition. Again, nothing special, but I'd like to do another segment here, and I'm going to call Crafter's Corner here on Vidja Game Hunting, and we're going to show you how to turn this, modify this simple, unassuming game, and just really do something special with it. And let's get into that. Welcome to Crafter's Corner, everybody. This is the first installment of this segment, and today we're going to be working on a special project. First, you'll need that game. Alright, today we're going to be using Bassmasters Classic Pro Edition. Nice little game there. And you're also going to need scissors. Kids, be sure to ask your parents. These are sharp. Get permission. And then we're going to use some stickers. Any stickers will do. I'm reusing some Halloween stickers here, people. This is what we call recycling. You can't use them really for anything else until next year. So why not make them multi-purpose, do something different? Okay, so you're probably wondering, well, how do we make this game better with these simple items? Well, in Crafter's Corner, we're going to show you how to do that. Now, carefully, what we're going to want to do is just kind of match this up and see, how's this going to work. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of just eyeball this. It might take some getting used to, need some practice. You just got to try it till you get it right, kids. We're going to cut here, happy little cuts. And we're just going to make a whole little box. Probably about, just eyeball this, another happy little cut. There we go. There we go. Now, what you've got is this little black square here. I don't know if you can see this. This is part of the sticker sheet. So we're going to take this off. You just peel it back very gently. Well, this is embarrassing. This is the problem with live TV. You never know what you're going to get. Okay, we're going to try a different corner. Alright, there we go. So, this is a very simple process. You just take your game here. So we got Bassmasters. And we're going to make this thing just the conversation piece in your home. So you're going to take this little sticker. And now, look at that. Look at that. You went from a stupid $1 sports game to a conversation piece. Assmasters. I mean, here we'll show you. Yeah, and you just take this thing and you put it right up there, prominently on a game shelf. Oh, jeez. Or a coffee table. And look at that. That's a conversation piece. Your friends are going to come in and be like, hey, Assmasters, I didn't know that was on the Super Nintendo. Well, it is. So there you go. I hope you guys all enjoyed Crafter's Corner. I mean, what a valuable tip. A few more NES pickups and one PS4 pickup here. These two are going to be pawn shop. I picked the pair up for $20, and that is 1942 by Capcom, and I picked up 1943 in Portland, so I was really happy to get this one. I actually prefer 1942 compared to 1943. And then a game that I thought I had, but I obviously did not. Happy to have it now. It's Ren and Stimpy Buckaroos. Haven't played a whole lot of this game. Just ran around a little bit. The graphics are pretty decent. And I was a huge fan of this show growing up, so I'm really happy to have this in the collection. And then my brother-in-law found these games for me. They were all 99 cents at Savers, I believe, of all places. I never get anything at Savers, so I was amazed he found these there. Nothing special, but you're not going to pass up games for 99 cents for the NES. Ice Hockey, fantastic hockey game. And that's actually a game that I'm shocked is not on the NES Classic. It seems like that was kind of a must-have. Everybody loves that game. It's right up there with Tecmo Bowl. We've got NES Action Football. I don't think I've ever played this game. I've owned multiple copies of it, and I still have one in my collection, but I've never really played it. And then a classic baseball game, Bases Loaded by Jalico. Jalico games always irritate me because of the generic Jalico label, but what are you going to do? And then the last pickup, this is just, I was bored on lunch break. I stopped at a Jimmy John's. It was next to a GameStop. I don't usually go to GameStop, but I went in, had some time to kill, and I picked up Battle Worlds Chronos, and this is a real-time strategy game. It was $10, and I am a real-time strategy fan. I can kind of like sink hours into these games, and it looked kind of cool, so at that price I was going to pick it up. So that's all for pickups. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Now, kind of something a little different. I've obviously been putting a lot of work into the channel. I've been doing some stuff to update the banner, the logo. I created a Facebook page and Twitter for the channel, and I had some series planned that I was going to get into, and I just came to the realization that as I was doing all this work and kind of ramping up for this, that I just don't have the drive to do it anymore. I don't like, I've kind of lost the passion for creating videos. I used to really look forward to it and get all excited, especially when I got good pickups or had like a stupid idea to put into a video, and now I just look at it as a burden, which I think kind of comes through in my videos, and that's not the position I want to be in. And the other thing is too is, you know, like a lot of you guys, I've got a pretty demanding day job. You know, my career, you know, it demands a lot. I'm also a dad. I got a couple young kids that, you know, take a lot of my attention, and I just feel like right now at this point in my life, it's just not working for me to be able to do YouTube videos on a regular basis, you know, weekly like I'd like. And it's not that I'm unhappy with the channel. I think the channel's done really, really well. You guys have all supported me. It's been great. The channel in the last year has really taken off. And I've always kind of been happy with my channel and the fact that even when I've had a small subscriber base, my views per subscriber count has always been really good on all my videos. So it's not that. You know, I've just kind of lost the drive to do it, and I really want to focus on, you know, being a good dad. If you guys have watched my videos and you've stayed past the end, you know, past the like, comment, subscribe BS, I'll almost always bury a short clip of my kids doing something at the end. So that kind of gives you an indication as to like how important family is to me and how important it is to just be out there with my kids, enjoying life, and my wife, of course. And I just need to step back. I guess I'm going to be going on what you'd call an indefinite hiatus. I don't know that I'll come back to making videos or this channel. I think Twitter, if you guys want to follow me on there, it's at Vidja_gamer. I'll continue to post things on there sporadically, and I'll continue to interact with the community here on YouTube and comment and watch videos. I still love all that. I just can't put the time and energy right now into maintaining this channel, unfortunately. But I appreciate so much all the people who have followed me and given me shout outs and watch the videos time in and time out, or even the new people who have just found the channel. I mean, thank you so much for watching, and thanks so much to the, you know, the core group of you who have been here since very early on. You know who you are. I really couldn't be happier with the involvement in the community and how well things have gone on YouTube, and I really did have a good ride on here, and you know, it was a big focus of my life for almost coming up on 3 years here. So the time has just come where I've got real world priorities, and as much as I'd love to continue to do this, put out videos and just have that drive and that passion, I just don't have it right now. So I will be stepping away. But thanks everyone out there who, again, has supported the channel. Appreciate it. Take care. Keep on gaming. I'm going to keep on gaming and collecting. I'm just not going to be shooting videos on it anymore, guys. But I look forward to seeing all your videos. And like I said, if you want to follow along, Twitter, Vidja_gamer, or at Vidja_gamer is going to be probably the best way to keep in touch if you'd like to do that. But as always, big thank you for watching, and maybe I'll talk to you next time.